All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the channel. All right, now, so for those of you that got to watch my last video of frauditors organizing themselves, then you heard in the intro that towards the end there that I got a message that Reyes was planning a mass audit in New York. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to see this video here that I'm about to play here. I didn't get to see it until I was done putting that video together, and now I come to find out that Reyes is using the video that I just uploaded the other day of Brooklyn audits getting arrested. Now, let me point out a couple of things here which Reyes will prove that Reyes, either he doesn't know what the hell is going on or he's straight up lying to his subscribers. Let's jump into the video so I can point out the couple of things here that I found that, again, I say it's showing that Reyes is either didn't get to watch this video properly or he is a full of shit liar like we all think he is. Let's get into the video.
All right, guys. So in this live, I'm going to show you guys a short video. An activist was arrested at a precinct. The NYPD is at it again, violating people's rights. That's what they do. So I want to show you guys that video because they prove themselves to be complete and utter tyrants, thugs, gang members, whatever you want to call them, but they're definitely not public servants who we gave the authority to protect and serve the public. Definitely not. We're actually going to call this precinct, Midtown South, live. Me and you, we're going to give them a ring and see what they have to say for themselves. And at the end, I'm going to be giving away the details to the We the People protest / mass audit, because we really need to effect some change here, guys. We need to come together. If there's one video that you like, comment, and share, let it be this one. The people, we the people, need to see this video so that way we can come together and effect some change together. I know we can do it. So let's get into the video.
Can I get a complaint form?
Yeah, you're gonna wait outside. You're gonna film.
You're gonna film. You can just film outside of the precinct. That's not completely.
Alright, I'm in the lobby right here. There's no lobby though.
Yeah, one of the signs right there. So the entire facility.
Come on, you know that sign is not. It's policy. It's not a law though.
I didn't write it.
Huh?
I step outside.
But that's not a law. That's a policy. You know, I'm allowed to
Listen,
film.
I'll tell you right
It's
now.
a lobby though. This is look. You see how it's locked off though, right?
You can argue it all you want. We won't be able to help you. Unless
Wow.
you step
Why is there
outside.
so many cops coming at me right now? Damn. You guys are coming in hot right now. Why?
So
But what am I
you
doing
need
wrong?
help?
Am I committing a crime right
You
now?
need help? Yes or no?
Sure, I'm gonna tell you what.
Cap, what's up?
Nice and easy.
Are you a lieutenant?
Yeah, I'm a lieutenant. You
Can I get your
film me.
badge
I'm
number?
gonna give you one application.
Hernandez?
leave? Yeah. If not, you're gonna be placed on arrest for trespass.
You're gonna
Understood?
put me under arrest for
Yes.
trespassing. So you're trying to arrest me?
Yes.
All right, Hernandez, you want to try to arrest me? Okay, so am I allowed to stand right here? Am I allowed to stand right? Oh, you almost pushed me down the stairs, bro. Chill.
All right, so let me pause the video here, whereas Reyes is telling his subscribers that the lieutenant here pushed Brooklyn audits down the steps. Can you believe that? We all just saw the lieutenant here tell Brooklyn audits twice, leave or you will be arrested. Leave or you'll be arrested. And what did Brooklyn audits do? Instead of doing the normal thing, instead of turning around and walking away, we saw him do what every frauditor does. Oh, he wants to walk backwards so that he can record the interaction. He needs the clicks and the views to make a quick buck. Okay? So, walking backwards down the steps, really? Does that make sense to you guys? Tell me how bright that is. And then slip. And if you notice the distance between him and the lieutenant, which to me it appeared to be 6 feet or more, he wants to turn around and say, hey, Lieutenant, you just pushed me down the steps. Oh, ain't that some shit? And now Reyes wants to run with that. He wants to tell his subs that, hey, the lieutenant here pushed Brooklyn audits down the steps. It makes you think about when Reyes was out in Louisiana and the officers over there escorting him out. Okay, he did the same thing, walking backwards down the steps. Twisted his ankle, apparently, supposedly, I should say. And here, same bullcrap, okay? Frauditors, just like Schroen just got said. To be a frauditor, you got to be a liar. They are good liars at that. Oh my God, they are.
Try Trying to arrest me. Okay, so am I allowed to stand right here? Am I allowed to stand right? Oh, you almost pushed me down the stairs, bro. Chill. But dude, I'm on a public. I'm in public though. Why, yo?
So I'm just going to pause it really quick right here because I want to go over it. First of all, you see how everybody's so obsessed over this unconstitutional sign. It's just a sign. There's no statute. The city council in New York, the mayor didn't do an executive order. It's just a sign. It's a policy. Policies, as we all know, do not override and trump our rights. These are the people that are supposed to protect and serve, protect our rights. And look, they all just point to the sign. Look at the sign. Look at the sign, guys. Look at the sign. I mean, and now you see Lieutenant Hernandez there. What a tyrant he is. Lieutenant Hernandez pushes Brooklyn Audit. Again, the activist's name is Brooklyn Audit. I linked his video, the original video in the description. It's a long live that he did where he cop watches. There's a lot of good auditors out there in the New York City area and all the boroughs, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan, the Bronx. You know, shout out to them. They do a lot of cop watching out there. You know, I get out there as much as I possibly can, but shout out to them. Good Guy Audit, Brooklyn Audit for sure. And there's a few others. But you see how Lieutenant Hernandez is walking away from the auditor, from Brooklyn Audit. He's walking away because now Brooklyn Audit has been pushed onto the sidewalk where he is 100% legally allowed to record, even though he really is allowed to record inside of a public building to hold the police accountable. We're allowed to film law enforcement officers in the course of their duty. But Lieutenant Hernandez of Midtown South Precinct pushes him onto the sidewalk and he begins to leave. Now watch how this escalates.
Hernandez, why you gotta push me like that, bro? Yo, you almost made me fall down the stairs, bro. You're pushing me back, bro. That's not cool.
Put him under arrest.
Why are you putting me under arrest for? What are you talking about?
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. All three officers, all three that I can see, there may be more, put him under arrest. All because he was walking back inside. He said, put him under arrest. Why? Because he damaged his ego. He said, why did you have to push me down the stairs? And he damaged his ego. And he's like, oh, I might get in trouble for pushing him down the stairs. Let me go ahead and arrest him. And do you see how they just, let me go back a little bit. Just like a gang, like a gang.
Down the stairs, bro. You're pushing me back, bro. That's not cool.
Put him under arrest.
Why are you putting me under arrest for? What are you talking about? Stop! I'm under arrest for what? Bro, I'm on a public sidewalk. Are you talking about? I'm on the public sidewalk. Bro, you guys are bugging, bro. Dude, I backed up. You almost pushed me down the stairs, bro.
We asked you to leave multiple times.
And what did I do? I backed up and I got up the stairs.
So as you guys just saw, when you know, a fellow We the People, you know, and supporter of the channel sent me this video and sent me this clip. And when I first saw it, I was irate. You know, I wanted to call the precinct immediately. I wanted to go there immediately. But then I remembered, you know, hey, listen, let's do this together. I'm only one man. Brooklyn Audit, Good Guy Audit, all auditors, we're only, you know, one person. We can only do so much, right? Our platform, this platform that I have with each and every one of you who support the Constitution, support freedom, support our rights, coming together is so important. And that's what we need to do here. That's what we're going to do this Saturday. But so now let's call the Midtown South Precinct, see if we can speak to Lieutenant Hernandez or any sort of supervisor. Let's pull up. So right here, as you all can see, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see. Midtown South Precinct. Commanding officer is Deputy Inspector Aaron C. Edwards. All the public contact information, as always, is in the description. But let's call live. Let's do it.
Have reached the 14th precinct of the New York City Police Department. If you have an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If this is a non-emergency, such as a noise complaint, you may call 311 or select from the following options.
Wait while I transfer your call.
It's not looking good, guys. Who would think that the, police department, a precinct, would pick up their phone?
Let's also keep in mind now that he's calling the non-emergency number, the number that you would call if you wanted to speak to someone in community affairs or public relations or the detective department and so on. Okay, anyone with an emergency is going to call 911. Okay, so as you notice here, he is trying to imply to his subscribers, look, police don't even answer the phone when you need them. Okay, this is how Sean works. This is his mentality. Okay, hey, he shows his true colors, and people just don't pick up on this shit.
And I'm seeing the chat as I'm waiting. 100%. 100%. New York City is such a weird place because they let go of serious crimes and then they just want to violate people who are just recording and trying to hold the police officers and law enforcement accountable. But yet serious crimes, they do nothing about it. It's like Chicago, right? Serious crimes, they let it go and there's no law and order. And then for people who are trying to hold the police officers accountable, that's who you want to arrest. That's who you want to take their property. I still haven't been able to show you guys I don't think they're going to answer my arrest video because they still have my phone and camera equipment. They stole it from me. I do have court this Sunday in Brooklyn for that. Of course they're not answering. Of course they're not. Well, the information is in the description. I'm going to keep calling. I'm not going to give up. I don't give up easily. So I'm going to keep calling all day today, all day tomorrow, until I want to speak to Lieutenant Hernandez, and I'll go down there. So I didn't want to make this live too long. I really didn't. I also just wanted to tell everybody the most important part of this live. Again, I showed you Brooklyn Audit's video to illustrate to you. This just happened a few days ago. The kinds of thugs we're dealing with and animals that the NYPD employs. Tyrants. Complete and utter tyrants. They just run up and get him while he's on the sidewalk because why? Because he's exercising his rights peacefully. Because what? It's horrible. It makes me sick to my stomach, and we need to do something about it. So this Saturday, I'm going to do something about it, and I hope you all join me if you feel the need to, and if you have the time. The 121st Precinct in Staten Island. Let's pull that up. Let's pull up the 121st Precinct in Staten Island. The reason I chose this one, I went to this precinct already, and they violated my rights. Regular NYPD stuff. So this is the precinct that we're going to go to, the 121st Precinct. Commanding officer is Captain Eric Waldem, right? It's in Staten Island. It's located at 970 Richmond Avenue. All the details are in the description below. But I will be there Saturday, April 22nd, the day before my court date, at 1 p.m. I will be there. If I'm there by myself, I'm going to go live while I'm there. So if I'm there by myself, just join me on the live and, hopefully we can create change that way. But let me be clear from the start. I want as many people there as possible. I want to show Mayor Eric Adams. I want to show the commissioner of the NYPD, all these tyrants running around in the NYPD, that we, the people, see what you're doing, and we will hold you accountable, and we will demand change. We need change. The NYPD works for us. They're running on $1 billion budget that they went over. And I did a live on this before. They went over their $1 billion budget by $1 billion. They doubled. They went over their budget by 100%, ladies and gentlemen, of our taxpayer dollars. Because it doesn't matter if you live in New York City. It doesn't matter if you live in New York. New York City receives taxpayer funds federally, for sure. Every municipality and government does. So this is what they're doing. And they're not out there getting overtime, keeping the streets safe. They're out there spending 6 hours writing a desk appearance ticket like they did with me, or 8 hours or 10 hours writing a desk appearance ticket that they admitted themselves when they thought they weren't being recorded. It's despicable. So this Saturday at the 121st Precinct right here on your screen, I will be there. It will be We the People mass audit. If you're an auditor in New York City, come out. Come out, be there. If you're just a regular, just a believer in the Constitution, you just love freedom, come out, be there to support. Again, if only 2 people show up, if only I'm the only person there, I'm okay with that because, I'm never going to give up. But if you have the time, if you can make it, no matter where you are, Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Long Island, no matter where you are, I'm asking you to come out so we can peacefully protest against the NYPD. We need to get Mayor Eric Adams' attention. I'm going to add News 12 in the Staten Island region into the description below so that way you guys can call them and let them know that we the people are going to be there and they need to cover it. I will be covering it. Every auditor that will make it there will be covering it. We got to do something, guys. We got to do something. I've already been arrested over this unlawful policy and unconstitutional policy. And if I need to be arrested again, if I need to be arrested again and again and again and again, I will do so because this is not about me. This is about us. This is about we the people. And I will do so in the name of freedom. And we cannot allow tyranny to run in this country. It's not filming in the police department now. And you see it moves to the sidewalk. You guys see how it went to the sidewalk, right? Now what? It's going to be anywhere in New York City that they'll arrest you. Good Guy Audits was arrested for filming police cars outside of the precinct. These tyrants are out of control. Something needs to be done. And I'm planning on using my platform for good, to fight evil, to fight against tyranny. And I hope you all join me again Saturday at the 121st precinct in Staten Island. There's parking across from the cities. We're the worst with parking, guys, but there is parking. I chose this precinct because there is parking across the street. There's a bunch of parking. I'll be in that parking lot. Meet me there. We can do this together. Let's get Mayor Eric Adams' attention. All the contact information for the Midtown South precinct is in the description where Brooklyn Audit was arrested. Disgusting behavior. Disgusting. Bunch of stuff.
All right, so this is where I ended the video, whereas I feel, I think Sean has proved already that he's a straight-up liar. He done instigated his subscribers into believing, first of all, that the lieutenant pushed Brooklyn Audits down the steps. You saw the clip with your own 2 eyes. You noticed the distance between Brooklyn Audits and the lieutenant. Nowhere possibly could that lieutenant have pushed Brooklyn Audits, okay? And Sean did the same thing. We all saw that video in Louisiana. Played the same bullcrap, going backwards down the step, tripped, twisted an ankle, and tried to blame it on the law enforcement officer. Now, the fact that he uses Good Guy Audits as another reason to go at NYPD, and I'm sure we are all fully aware of his videos, he intentionally goes through looking through police vehicles so that he can get a reaction. And then Sean wants to use the fact that these officers are reacting to somebody that's looking in the vehicle, that officer is assigned by the department. That officer is responsible for anything that happens to that cruiser, right? So come on now, put yourself in that officer's shoes. You see somebody looking in there, God forbid, who knows, Good Guy Audits is probably pulling on the handle like Reyes did, okay? So the officer's going to react to that. You're going to knock that officer for being precautious about the vehicle that he was assigned? Come on now, okay? Reyes is an instigator. An instigator. He himself has hatred towards NYPD. Why? Because they locked him up at the 61st precinct? Why? Because he went there challenging the rule of no recording. As we all know, Sean likes to challenge that particular rule. We've seen him do it in Berwyn, and he got lucky and he won that one. But think about it again. We all know there is case law out there, and I don't understand why these public locations don't use that case law. There is case law stating that these public locations are allowed to enforce their rules as long as it's reasonable. They're allowed to enforce their rules. Treat that location as like a private business, okay? I know I might not be explaining it right, but I'm sure you guys get the point. There's case law out there. But these frauditors don't bring it up because that would defeat them. That would defeat them. Okay? Again, I say Reyes is an instigator. And I'm sure you guys are aware of that. I'm asking you guys, this Saturday coming at 1 o'clock, he will be in Staten Island. I'm looking for as many people that live within 2 hours of New York City. Staten Island, it's not that far into the city, okay? It's even better than going into the city, guys, okay? The highway is right there. Richmond Avenue, I know exactly where Richmond Avenue is at. We don't have to go through no crazy traffic like New York City. So 1, 2, 3, we're in Staten Island. I'm not asking anybody to go there to start any kind of problems. I need to show Reyes, we need to show Reyes that there are good cops out there, and we're there supporting those good cops. We all know they're bad cops. Damn it, we know. Ain't nobody here saying that they ain't no damn bad cops. We all know there are. In every city, every state, there are bad cops. Unfortunately, we got to wait until they get weeded out, and then they get kicked off the force, okay? But the way these guys go do their cop watching, they're never going to find no bad cop, because every cop they interact with, they treat like shit. They treat them like dogs, okay? They got this in their head that they're a public servant / slave, okay? That's not us. When we see another cop, we see another human like us that's doing a job. And I know some of you might say, oh, Steven, you let your emotions get in the way. Listen, we're in America, civilized. Civilized means, damn it, your feelings come into the picture, okay? We're not living in a third world country where people are cold-hearted. Somebody says something, or somebody looks at you the wrong way, and you're ready to behead them. Come on now. We're in America. If you're not happy with certain things, then you go to the proper people, speak about the rules that you're not happy with, and you try to take care of it that way. This shit of going to these precincts and you're trying to force your way down their way of thinking down these officers' throat. And again, I say, these officers don't have no authority to remove that rule of no recording, okay? So they're just fighting the wrong people, and they know this. They do it because it's getting content for them. It's putting money in their pocket, because I'm sure, damn it, I'm sure if they really wanted to create a change, let's say, remove that rule, again I say, they go to One Police Plaza, talk to the commissioner, express your concerns with the commissioner why you feel that rule is violating your rights or unconstitutional, whatever, and you take it from there, okay? But to continue to go to these precincts and intentionally record, knowing that it's you're breaking their policy, okay? They have reasons why that policy is in effect. We heard that already. Come on now. So I'm looking for you guys to come with me Saturday. You got my email here. Give me your number. We will communicate. We'll set up a time. We got to be there. I want to be there before 1 o'clock. I want to be there before they get there. And we'll go from there, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the video, guys. And don't forget to email me. And I'll see you in my next video.